In this film, the first of three, we start out at the Persico factory in Bergamo, Italy, where construction of hull number 1 is well underway. Well, unfortunately, we can't be here at Persico every day, but for that I have my little friend here, the time-lapse camera, using this little machine here called an intervalometer. What this does, this fires the camera off at a set period of time. For the purposes of this project, I'm taking a picture every 10 minutes. This time-lapse, taken over a 6-week period, shows the foam core and inner skin going into the boat. Today, I'm going to be helping these guys to fit one of the frames into the bow of the boat.
Let's get put this dagger up there.
I'm going to check it on center line, okay?
Yeah. We good? To starboard?
I couldn't even cut a line that straight if the thing was like bolted down to the floor. So we turn the lights down, and the guys are using this machine here to set up perfectly level, and they use that for lining up the frame that we've just fitted to the boat. I'm here with Chris Cochran, and he's from Farr Yacht Design. He's a structural engineer. Well, Chris, why are you here?
Basically just here to put out any fires that come along the way with the installation of the first bits of structure into boat number 1.
And there's quite a bit going on, so would you be able to take 5–10 minutes to sort of show me around the factory and say this is the thing? Cool, let's go then. These guys have been working on these. They were working on this the last time I was here.
Yeah, as you can see, they're pretty long and there's a lot.
So one thing about the boards on these type of boats, you don't realise how much structure's in them and how much workings and doings, because there's all the control lines and everything like that. So just sort of explain what's going on here in sort of simple terms.
Yeah, well, these longitudinal elements that are running along the span of the board are webs that are very similar to like a shear web and an I-beam, where you have the flange of the board is the skin, and then these vertical elements are shear webs, and then you have the underside, which is another flange. Yeah. And then over here you have a solid piece of carbon, which is going to be a insert for one of the lifting lines or the lowering lines.
And are these boards, can they be reversed? If they break one, they can turn it around and...
Exactly.
And are they reversible side to side on the boat?
They are, yep.
So totally, you lift one out, put it across.
That's right.
I
guess, yeah, they're symmetrical, so you can lift one out and use it on the other side. Yeah.
Which is all sort of in the philosophy of the One Design,
exactly,
isn't it?
Yeah. And
functionality,
part count and sharing spares across different teams.
Perfect. A lot of work in these. Let's hope they're strong enough. And then we went next door to take a look at the ram tray and canting keel structure. What's going on here? Like in a sort of a, if you can sort of explain, it's like 100 elephants sitting on you, or I know you probably don't like to work in that way, but if you could just sort of give me some sense of the types of loads here.
It's 85 millimeters of solid carbon is what we're looking at through here.
85 mils, so that's
85
like
millimeters. That's just over 3 inches for the American folks, and.
So an incredibly strong piece of structure here. 85 millimeters of solid carbon. Chris has just told me that it's good for 5,600 kilonewtons. 5,600 kilonewtons. Now my question is, what's a kilonewton?
10 kilonewtons is 1 ton.
Okay, so hang on a minute. So this is good for 56 tons.
That's correct.
Wow.
560 tons.
560.
560 tons.
It's incredible. It's amazing. Cool. Well, I'm just going to hit the road now because we're running out of time and I don't want to miss the flight. It's been a great trip. Let's go. Next stop, Multiplast in Van, where the decks are being made. Stay tuned at volvooceanrace.com.